from Uganda. Please let us wait. From Uganda, please let us wait.
Your Excellency, we continue to appreciate you for the effort triggered in the development of our country. Support to the parish development model. This is a wonderful one since personally I was born, and I cannot hesitate to say thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, this year's Labor Day theme, consolidating on the gains of parish development model for increased productivity and inclusive job creation. Okay. Your Excellency, it is undeniable that the parish development model is a well thought out approach for the country. I wish workers were around, they would clap for that. The testimony and success stories across the country are amazing, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, as I stand here on behalf of the workers, we shall support you and make sure that that program is achieved. Your Excellency, recently you gave teachers 20 billion shillings. Your Excellency, teachers are really enjoying. And other leaders are also saying, Your Excellency, where are you?
Your Excellency, we commend the NRM government under your visionary leadership that the economy has remained stable. And statistics don't lie, Your Excellency. There could be other positions here and there, but it is factual that inflation has remained relatively stable compared to the rest of the economies. Had always between 4, 5, 6 there, when actually we know that many countries are oscillating between 18 and 20%. And again, this is factual, even in this region of Africa. GDP is also expected to grow by more than 7%, which is outstanding by global standards.
I stand here today representing the International Labour Organization and also giving recognition to the work that the Republic of Uganda has brought on the table, where the International Labour Organization is closely collaborating. Your Excellency, today Uganda stands as a shining example in labor governance across Africa. Its progressive labor laws and inclusive administration systems continue to champion the rights of all workers, including vulnerable populations. Notably, Uganda remains the leading host country for refugees in Africa, and fourth in the world after Iran, Turkey, and Germany. Through your open door policy, refugees are not only granted safety, but have also integrated into the workforce, a demonstration of the nation's commitment to the ILO's call for inclusive economic growth. Your Excellency, today's celebrations in particular are historic, as it marks the launch of the third generation Decent Work Country program for Uganda. Guided by three core country priorities, this decent work carries the highest seal of political will, a powerful testament to Uganda's unwavering commitment to dignify opportunity and prosperity for every worker. Today, we can build a nation where every worker is empowered, every job is dignified, and no one is left behind. Let us build on the progress achieved through initiatives like the Parish Development Model, which I cannot re-emphasize more. The children gave a very good poem. It is a plan that works. It's a plan that we don't need to change.
Your Excellency, I extend a very special and warm welcome to you, and I thank you most sincerely for honoring us with your presence here today. Despite your demanding schedules, your attendance is here a testimony to your unwavering commitment to the dignity and welfare of Ugandans and workers. We, the people of Nakapiripiriti, are so delighted to welcome you, Your Excellency. Labor Day is more than a celebration. It is a powerful reminder to all our shared responsibility upon the rights, the dignity, and welfare of all workers across the country. It also aligns with the core principles of the NRM: patriotism, Pan-Africanism, socio-economic transformation, and democracy. These principles are not abstract. They inform real, on-the-ground government priorities, creating productive government on employment, protecting rights at the workers, and strengthening the social protection systems and promoting meaningful social dialogue.
We have several laws that we have put in place, and I want to thank you, Your Excellency, for assenting to the OSH, the Occupational Safety and Health Amendment Act, which we received 2 weeks ago, which is supposed to strengthen the Ministry of Gender, Department of Occupational Safety and Health, in ensuring that inspection and enforcement of safety of workers is harnessed through that laws. We have the Employment Amendment Act. On top of that, we have the Labor Dispute Arbitration Settlement Act, the Workers' Compensation Act, which deals with the issues around compensation of workers who get injured or dies or falls sick in their workplaces. The Pension Act, the NSSF Act, the public service standing orders, to mention but a few, and generating employment at the grassroots without targeting rural and grassroots to get into employment and get into commercial agriculture. It will be difficult for us to sustain where we are moving into the middle income economy. And the data we got from the PDM Secretariat, Your Excellency, is showing that those that are now in coffee under PDM is 265,460. Those who have benefited under PDM in coffee. In other crops, 742,169. Piggery, and I know many people Ugandans are very fond of pork. In piggery, there are 280,847 producers under PDM. In poultry, there are 261,181.
Now, there is a word in the Bantu dialects called Enshoni. In Uganda, it is Ensonyi. This is when you feel embarrassed or ashamed to do something bad. And that Enshoni is the one which makes you avoid doing certain things because people will look at you badly. But we had a name in Ankore, Nshoninche, the one who has no shame to do anything. How do you say it in karamojja? The one who has no shame to do anything. Is what would be who? Arairen. There are some Iranians in Uganda. Translate. I'm saying because the opposition and those who oppose NRM are really Iranian. They have no shame, no embarrassment. Now, I am glad you arranged this May Day in Nakapiripiriti in Karamojja. So that you can shame the Iranian people. You had these labor union leaders, they were with me until late in the night in Entebbe. But they drove and got here in time, even before me, for the meeting. Now, this is because the roads are good. And there is security. So, therefore, on the issue of jobs, the pessimism expressed by the Iran, you write it for me. How do you say it? You write it for me. Somebody write it for me. Therefore, the pessimism spread by groups like Monitor. Monitor is I-L-A Monitor. Is wrong, and they are going to be ashamed.
So ngitungana ngulungulu tiete dengan kerong narono kong epotengilej akirumu kidiana raitiete dengan kerong narono.
Agriculture alone
Akitare mono bon
will create so many jobs.
Ebunya akitare bon ake ataki nitijizio ngulu itana.
As the minister was beginning to explain to you, Minister Beta Mongi. When somebody gets money on PDM, he creates wealth. Ebari first. Yes. You create ebari. It is the ebari that creates jobs. You cannot have what we call jobs, Aswam. Use the artist, so Aswam is easier for me.
Okay, sir.
You cannot have Aswam without abari.
Kire ngone kwangena elimuntori nyeli abange kire iria mundo yonga barriera kama muyongo etiti.
The alayere should stop diverting you. Those are useless.
Itemogino nguchia twangu tieta ba auto jongo agichantie nere mambo ya jongo ni yakata.
Concentrate on what NRM is telling you.
Atemar night wani mutwangu lukaya na rem dadan aneni yai ibore jok akiri chakin borengini kenagindi yapugana.
I was glad to hear Okecho, the trade union, talking about the markets. Once you start producing, then the next question is who buys.
Abudaka ngolakari no re la ka to ngole ruorane ola bala kire andri kai yakatari borongu yakatari ngedelinga itemo no biwa glo tichi ngola jokon.
So if you are serious, you now be talking about the markets of East Africa, of Uganda, of West Africa, of Africa. Otherwise, who will buy? If there are so many eggs, so much pigs, who will buy them? No casual labor. We shall end casual labor. And we are going to lock up all those employment agencies which go between the people, the workers, and the employer. We also talked about the issue of the threshold for pay as you earn. We talked about the issue of the foreign labor. The companies which bring foreigners to do work which the Ugandans can do. We talked about the government supporting the labor centers which were being supported by foreigners in the past. We also talked about the low cost of housing for workers. We had a serious discussion and they were listening very carefully because me, I'm not a joker. So finally, the Karamojong here, I'm glad you are now peaceful.
President
You say you love cows, but actually you hate cows.
Gigi badede be mina de baren. Ane ngole gini ango big ron kinte de baren.
Somebody who loves cows like me, I cannot steal a cow.
Itungana ni ngini mina ibaraz te kwa yo. Ngaperia ngaroto gini ngoko na bong barina iwache.
And I don't steal a cow, not because I don't want to harm the owner of the cow.
Bangeri nyaperia ngoko ibaraza nere. Nyacha meeting na baru kitika itungana ngini kailope ibaraza ngini ngoko una.
Which is also a godly issue. God will be happy with me if I don't steal. But I don't want to bring into my cows a cow which I don't know whether it is sick or not. My friend in Kotido gave me a cow. But I took many months without accepting it. Although I didn't want to offend him, but I said, no, you hold on, let the vets first check it. Because I didn't want that cow to bring diseases to my cows. So what you are doing now in this region, Turkana, Kenya, all these South Sudan, stealing cows, you are actually enemies of cows. That is what we, the cattle lovers, do. We don't mix our cows with other cows, because if you do, they will die because of disease. I therefore congratulate everybody on Labour's Day. And I thank you for sponsoring me for president next year. We are going to discuss it. The proposal will be put to SEC, and we shall inform them that the people are supporting this, they are supporting this. Alakaranoi.
Comprising of 9 eminent persons, with Honorable Dr. Yatis Wagdea as chairperson and Hajjat Zamina Malole as secretary, under the aegis of the Minister of the Presidency, Honorable, dedication and expertise in the cooperative movement and community development. Next is Ms. Mary Akwia, political leader of the local government, and advocate Dr. Inyao accountant. He was Stephen Kapoyen served as the mayor of the General Municipal Committee 93-2011. The group is none other than Ms. Doreen Haksime, female adult from Marara District. The permanent secretary of the Ministry.
Morning.